Hi Robin with Oxy-Dry. Here I am cleaning another floor in this small condo building that I clean on a regular basis. And today, as I'm cleaning with the RotoSETT Centaur, which is the official SETT rotary machine, RotoSETT, I decided to do a little experiment. This machine came with this little device on here, which is actually meant to be used with the. It has a attachment that goes on the bottom specifically for cleaning along baseboards. But the spray, the way it works is it sprays the baseboard as you go along. And it occurred to me that possibly, I'm not sure, but it's possible that maybe this might be usable to actually apply solution to the carpet as you clean. Now it doesn't have the right tip on the end. It's a really small aperture jet on there, which is all I had. And if I take it off, it definitely puts out too much. But just as an experiment, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually pull it on and apply to the edge of the pad, which is exposed there. And we'll just give that a try. I think this actually has the potential to be usable. I was trying it on the other floor, and I had it applying directly onto the floor, but I think because it was coming out like a little stream, I'll show you. You can see what happens here. Okay, it's not coming out. Why not? Oh, no, I got it on. What's going on here? No, I guess it's coming out. You can just see a little stream coming out there. Anyway, so I think what was happening is because it was just like dribbling onto the carpet, it was going to be leaving a slightly wetter area there. So we don't want that. We want even cleaning. Oh, someone's coming. But anyway. So it's actually applying it to the edge of the pad there. Yeah, it's streaming down and literally going onto the pad. Is that a good thing? Well, we'll find out. I mean, kind of that's what's happening with the shower feeding anyway, except in this case, perhaps this is a bit more precise. But I would actually like to see it be able to apply directly onto the carpet, but I'd have to change the fitting on the end there to make that happen. I'm not sure I'm getting enough moisture down, but that's a very small jet, so I gotta switch it back. Yeah, it's not wet enough. Okay, so I gotta change the jet and then we can use it. I think it'll work. Yeah, you can see that I'm getting the right amount because you can see the carpet turning slightly milky. That's what I want. It's got to be wet enough to clean. You don't want to run dry, especially at 300 RPM.
Are you making a noise?
That's me. Carpet is cleaning really nicely. All the stains are coming out. I did pre-treat with some Suspend out of my trigger sprayer. I'll call that elevator back. There was somebody in there. I don't want to do that when they're in there. Okay, we'll head this way. All right. Alrighty. I think one of the reasons I prefer the rotary is the incredible efficiency of movement, because you're cleaning in every direction. Just turn this machine on everywhere you go, it's cleaning. And when you work with the way this machine works, which is really to work away from your source of power, you can be very efficient in your movements. That's one of the reasons I prefer it. Plus it cleans better. I know that that's not the popular thing to say, but that's been my experience. Not like it's dramatic or anything. I just, as you know, you watch my videos, you know I prefer it. As do many others now. Now this is a Canadian-made machine, very high quality, and that's one of the reasons I like it. And the other day, actually yesterday, I was using another rotary, just did a small job in my own house, and I immediately noticed that I didn't like the way it felt. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the way it worked, it just compared to this machine, and it's hard to explain, but I really missed using this machine. It felt, it wasn't my MD-180, it was the Koblenz. I just didn't like the way it felt. Nothing wrong with it. But this machine is just such an incredibly, it's just perfectly balanced, and it just works so well. And every rotary is different. Every rotary has a different feel. Someone says, Joe, all rotaries are the same. Well, that's because they haven't used more than one rotary, probably, because they definitely are not all the same. This carpet is cleaning up wonderful. This rayon green stripe pad definitely works really well. It will have more absorbency than the AstroTurf polyester one, although that one works completely well, or completely fine in most cases, but sometimes this will be a better choice. So again, it's about having options, and that's one of the reasons I like the rotary, is we do have so many options. We've got every option there is. And by the way, to date I haven't had any reason in my thinking why I would go and get the dirt napper, or whatever they want to call it. I think it comes under a couple of different names, but I have no desire to buy one because I've owned them. In fact, I owned 3 or 4 or 5 of them. Years ago, I actually did almost all the carpet cleaning I did with those, the dirt, the bonnet brush combination attachment. And in fact, I would have 3 or 4 of them in the van at a time, because one of the things that I discovered happens is that the brushes can get very clogged up very quickly with hire and fibers and crap and everything, and then it really gets to be a problem if you go from one house to another and you put the pad driver down on a white carpet or whatever, and you can actually have that junk start transferring back off onto the carpet. It is actually problematic. Also, the bristles are too stiff for a lot of residential carpeting, and that would be primarily where I want to use it if I did. Cleaning them out is a real pain in the butt. It is not easy to clean them, and I used them for probably 3 or 4 years, and when I discovered the fiber pads, that's when I went away from using them, because there was absolutely no advantage. Because almost always, I found, you'd almost always have to run a second pad over anyway. You could get the results faster and with less hassle with a fiber pad, which is easier to clean off. Just take a hose to it, and then you have different choices for, a white or a green, a red, or the aqua colored, or the hog's hair, or whatever. Obviously much cheaper, a lot cheaper. And then you have to carry pads specifically for the dirt napper, and that becomes a problem as well. I just found no advantage to using it, and as I say, I used them for years. Sometimes I think, I might maybe want one, but one of the reasons why I've been experimenting with the AstroTurf pads is because I was thinking, you know, this has pretty good agitation, and it's extracting at the same time. So anyway, again, I just found no advantage and quite a lot of drawbacks to using the dirt napper or the bonnet brush combination pad. So that's my thought. I have no desire, I have no intention to buy one. In Canada, I'd have to pay about $4.50 or so to get it, which would include 5 pads, but that's a lot of money, and for something that I would probably almost never use anyway. And I have to, you know, weigh out all the pros and cons, and then I've only got so much room in my van anyway, because, well, you see my van, it's pretty full. You gotta know, you gotta be able to discern these things and judge with wisdom about what you're gonna do, and that's been my decision anyway. I thought about it, and I thought, nah, no advantage. And I don't want to have something that's not really going to be advantageous. It just becomes a waste. Hold it there. If you're just going to have it and almost never use it. I have a brush if I want to, and that's what I'll do sometimes, is I'll run a brush over a carpet if I need to, and that's all you need to do. Just my thoughts. Okay, we're gonna see what that pad looks like. I think that one might be a little bit more soiled than the other floors. Okay, so we'll head on down to the main floor, but everything's looking really good, so thank you very much for watching, and have a good day.